All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. This is KEL, 3rd of August, 2026. Crazy Global Market Talk with KEL. Crazy anytime, anywhere. All right, guys. Good morning to you guys. This is a Monday, and today is the first day, trading day of the month of August. All right. So before we start this morning session, once again, please make sure that you do your risk management before engaging in anything. All right. Very important. Well, this morning I didn't have a good day because I was basically long on crude oil last week. And of course, this morning we saw Donald Trump over the weekend, as usual, decided to cancel the planned attack on Iran. So obviously I got some losses, but it's okay. Trading, you win, you lose, but it's okay. To me, is that whatever he do right now is always the same. He will do something first to scare everybody, then he'll tackle, and then they come back again. That is what he's been doing. This is what he likes to do. Okay, he likes to be the center of attention. He like to do funny things, but it's okay as long as we follow the OP rule. It's definitely fine. So why he canceled? Apparently, he reached an agreement over the parameter of a deal. Come on, guys. This is not the first time we see something like this. Every time he says something like this, and we know that eventually the Iran side will say, no, he never had such a thing. So I leave it there. It doesn't matter. As long as later on, if there's an opportunity for me to buy again on crude oil, I will just do that again. All right. I won't be selling crude oil at this point now, at this moment. Yeah. Okay. Now, Japan vowed coordination with the US on the weak yen in a historic battle. Yes, indeed. Last week, we saw the USA coming in to assist the Japan market to basically weaken the yen. That is crazy because it's the first time they are doing that, and it's a coordinated movement. So the question is this: why? Because obviously a higher yen is not going to be a good thing for both US and Japan. So that's why they try to come together to work on this. But all these things, we all know that it's actually the hand of the US who actually indirectly caused it. All right. And this oil price has dropped over 4%, obviously. And let me take a look. Anything else? Berkshire Hathaway shares hit 8 months high. Oh, that's incredible. That proves to you that this Berkshire Hathaway is doing the right thing, even though they're not involved in the AI mania, which probably have earned some money if they had done that, but also save them from some money if they also have done that. So basically, it shows that being in the old traditional business is still a good idea. All right. So that is probably the only thing that is there. Of course, we all know that what happened to Lipbot and how he lost his $45 billion. Okay, I think that is the news that we have for today. All right, so let's now go into what do we have on the charts. Okay, that's more important, yeah. Okay, let's go to the charts. And let's go to the gold market. Okay. All right, so gold this morning, opening price is 4083. So it closed actually at the lower end. This morning, it gapped up. And after it gapped up, it has had to trade lower, as you can see right now. So basically, why is it trading lower? Because you can see the boys are still selling. And if you look carefully, the rate today is even higher than the one before that. So the market is still looking to sell than to buy. But what is holding the market right now is the MA30. The MA30 is 4065. And as long as the market stays above 4065, gold will still go up. But if the market breaks 4065, which means that if gold breaks below 4065, then there will be selling on gold. I repeat, if the market breaks below 4065, there will be selling. And how low can it be? Well, it can go as low as the KCL at 4042. So everyone take note, 4065 will be a very important support level. 4042 will be the first technical level the market can go if the market breaks 4065. All right, all clear? All right, all clear? If all clear, press number 1 right now. Team, no worries. When the plane take off, enjoy your ride. And Trump is controlled by the big boss with weapon and stuff. Yeah, of course. We all know that all the US president is directly or indirectly controlled by the big boys. That is very clear. That's why I keep on playing the same game over and over again. Okay, so 4065 will be the technical level to watch out for gold for today. Okay. Now, if gold do recover and goes above OP, then what happened next? Well, if gold do go back above OP, okay, just bring it in. Someone asked for that. Okay, let me just the picture of that. Someone asked for this picture. Okay. Now, if gold do break above OP for some reason, then of course gold can go all the way up to 4104. But the only question is this: why would the gold go up? That's the question. There's no much reason for gold to go up as of now because everything is more towards the sell side. The only thing is this: unless the oil breaks below $79. Now, if oil goes below $79, yes, there's a good chance that gold will be going up. Okay, if that happens, yeah. Okay. Now, the thing is this: today, you can see that there's no diamond around here, right? But the nearest diamond is actually on this side. So what must you do? You must actually do this. Put a line here, and you can see that very clearly. The diamond line is over here, and the market is actually getting lower, as you can see. And of course, guys, this is a K trend. You can see that this is a K trend, and the market is lowering. So the thing is this: today's yellow candle, if it stays somewhere around here, and tomorrow if it turns a red candle, then maybe we will see some selling like this. Now, personally, I'm pretty bearish on this gold market. Now, let me explain to you why am I bearish. Yeah. Now, fundamental is because of the inflation number, but technical is this reason. Let me show to you now. Hang on. Okay. Now, this is actually the in CMC, this is called the BNB chart. So you can see that from the BNB chart, right? This one I just shared a bit with you, is that 4166 or 4116, sorry, is a very strong resistance at the moment. And if gold do trade downwards, gold has the potential to come back down to here. And what number is this? Is 3996. Okay. And if gold do come down and break below 3996, there is a crazy possibility that it may even stretch itself down to 3875. Now, the question you will ask is that why would gold go down to so low level? It's all dependent on the oil market. If the oil market gets pressured to go up again and breaks above the $100 mark, then gold has the potential to go down all the way to this number at 3875. But that is only oil if oil breaks above 100 oil. Yeah, I will write it down clearly for you. When oil goes above 100, then we can see the gold coming down to a real low of 3875. Now, question is, why would oil go up to 100? Now, depending on the situation between US and Iran. Okay, so that's one technical reason that they're watching out for. Another technical reason is the bear territory. That's been fine for you. That. Okay, ask you a minute. Yes, we go. Here we are. Okay, so let's take a look over here. Now, this is the gold chart on the using the historical high. The highest point for gold is at 5598. Okay, that is the highest level for gold. And after that, you can see the market really slammed down to 20% level. That is the bear territory. And then after that, it rebounded very strongly to 95%, but it couldn't stay above the 95% and pull back down again to the 80% mark. And it tried to recover again, but this time now nowhere near to the 90%, pull back, stop lower at the 85%, and so forth. So now the thing is this: once the market goes down below the minus 20% from the all-time high, usually we call it as bear territory. So which means right now, gold price is in the bear territory. Okay, and if you do the further extension, this is minus 75%, and this is minus 70%. And you can see very clearly the market couldn't stay above the minus 75%, traded down, then it goes lower, and now we are very, very near to the minus 70%. And that's 3918. So I think there is a small possibility that the 3918, which is the minus 70% mark, could be traded. So what happened if the market go down to 3918? That means that the market from the highest point has dropped down by as much as 30%. Now take note, guys, usually when the market is down by 30% to 35%, that is where usually the market will rebound. If you remember what happened in KOSPI, it was the same thing. So that's why I think when the market goes to 3918, I'll be watching very closely on gold market for a buy. I just said that tip. You miss out. The two purple line is basically 5%. This is 80%. This is 75%, and this is 70%. Yeah. Okay. These numbers. This is all technique from CMC level. Right, CMC level, yeah. Okay. All right, so that is the sharing on the gold market. Why am I a little bit more towards the bearish side for gold? At the moment now, as long as gold cannot stay above 4065, there should be some form of selling, okay? 4065. Okay, all right, next market I'll go into is the Dow Jones. Now, this morning, sorry, what's that? Okay, let me just mute all. Okay, not too sure why did it allow. Okay, no worries, small thing. All right, now this morning, the Dow Jones gap up to 52721. And today for the Dow Jones is a DJDD. Okay, now this morning it gap up because of the oil price coming down, because of the ceasefire issued by Donald Trump. And this morning the market opens above pivot 2. Now do note today pivot 2 and pivot 1 is an inverse pivot. Inverse pivot means that the market, if it gap up and stay above pivot 2, usually it will go up. But if not, you'll be attracted downwards to the 52519. So if the Dow Jones do come down later, there is a high chance the market will be attracted down to 52519 later. So that could be a bit of gap covering, if you ask me about that, yeah, gap covering. And you can see the KSI is red and it's climbing up, ascending. So that means that the selling pressure is actually mounting into the market for the Dow Jones. But of course, this is a gap up issue due to the news is possible. Now, one thing to note, you can see that this could be a part of K trend, right? This is the higher yellow. This is where we are right now. So what I will do is that I'll put a line at here at the closing price of this yellow candle. So which means that very clearly, if the Dow Jones cannot go above it and close above it, that means the market could sell. Now, yesterday during in Ho Chi Minh, we talked about this, putting a line on the closing price of the K trend. If you remember that, for friends in Hanoi, same thing. Remember that for the elite class. So that's why I'm watching this Dow Jones very closely at the moment right now. All clear? If all clear, press number 2 now. Well, good morning, everybody. We have about 69 people online this morning. That's a pretty good number. It seems that the morning crowd is better than the later morning, yeah? Okay, so that is the Dow Jones, and that's where the NASDAQ. Then we do the Bitcoin, right? That will be an oil. Okay, so the NASDAQ this morning, same thing, it gap up, it's a DJDD. But this time around, the NASDAQ has a KSI all the way green, very positive. So now the thing is, this is not moving much because we have the MA30 blocking it right now as a form of resistance, and it'll be staying there for a while. So if the market do break below OP, which is right now, there is a small possibility for the Nasdaq to pull back down to where it came from. So it's kind of tough right now because the KSI is green, but if it happens, then the market could pull back down to 28,171. That's about 300 points from where we are right now. Okay, this is the Bitcoin, and I want to warn everybody. Now, Bitcoin is a K trend that is lowering yellow. So there's a K trend over here. Two, it has a diamond line. So that is a diamond line right here. Number three, we have KCL at the same time. So diamond line, KCL, K trend is a very good sell signal, especially if the KSI is red. So in this case right now, we have a clear cut of a KDK. KDK is a new terminology. It stands for K trend with diamond line with KSI. Okay, it's a new terminology. And basically, as long as the thing is involved, you can see that the market now is climbing up on the chart form, but the KSI, as you can see, is lengthening. Okay, hence, therefore, if let's say the Bitcoin do break below the MLP for today, then there could be some selling to bring it down to the 62,300 level for the Bitcoin. Okay, it's possible, yeah. Okay, so last one, that will be the crude oil market. Now, crude oil market, as you can see, the last few days, the market was trying to go up, and then the KSI was red. So I was quite worried, but then again, I thought that the market will be flipping up towards the upside, but too bad it went down. So this morning, I suffered some losses, but it's okay. So by right, based on chart, this is an elephant trade with the KSI being red. So by right, there's a chance for it to come back down to here. So this level, let me take a look. What level is that? By right, the market should be coming back to the $77. So it is possible for oil price to come back down to $77. It is possible. But if the market recover and break above the MA30, which is the $80 mark, then there is a possibility for oil to go back up to 82.80, because that is the MA200 that was supporting the market just a couple of days ago before the change of direction from Donald Trump. So if you ask me, I think I'm watching this very closely right now, because you notice that, yes, indeed, this is a yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red. Oh my God, this is an ultimate zebra. I repeat, this is a very ultimate zebra. We have 6 legs of yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red. So this zebra means that there will be big movement coming in. Now, either we're going to have a big rally to $91, or we'll see a sell down all the way to $72. Okay, so this is going to be a big movement the coming week for oil. If oil price do travel upwards, we can see 91. If the oil price travel downwards, then we will see as low as 72. Okay, all right, so let's watch this closely and see how it developed from here, and we trade cautiously as we look at the market. All right, guys. Okay, guys, that will be all for today's sharing, because I need to take off to fly back to Hanoi. Thank you very much. I hope that today's sharing session is useful for you. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.